There is one thing that it seems Trump is hinging his election chances on. Obviously, he's losing pretty much all the polls almost everywhere right now. Although the national lead has come down a couple points, it looks like between 2 to 4 points. But there appears to be one main thing that Trump is hinging on, and it's actually a little bit scary, and that's a vaccine to come out. Now, what's hilarious is a vaccine coming out, and a vaccine needs time to actually be effective. You can't just be like, all right, we've got our vaccine ready, and then everything's hunky-dory, everything's cool. That's not how it works. It's not how anything works. But in Trump's dumbass mind, obviously, he has no idea what he's doing. It says, Trump disputes CDC director on vaccine timing, says he made a mistake. So the director of the CDC puts out a comment, and Donald Trump corrects it because he knows science. He knows all of this stuff. He knows the FDA very well. It says President Trump on Wednesday reportedly contradicted one of his top health officials, saying CDC Director Robert Redfield was wrong about the timeline for a possible coronavirus vaccine and the efficacy of wearing masks. Trump insisted at a press conference that Redfield made a mistake when he stated in testimony early on Wednesday that a potential coronavirus vaccine would not be available to the general public until at least mid-2021. Quote, I think he made a mistake when he said that. It's just incorrect information. That is incorrect information. It says, Trump also said that he disagreed with Redfield's remark at the hearing that masks may be more effective than a vaccine in protecting individuals from the virus, again asserting that the CDC director made a mistake. Trump insisted he was confused, said he called the health official to register his disagreement sometime earlier Wednesday. It's not more effective by any means than a vaccine, and I called him about that. Those were the two things I discussed with him. I believe if you asked him, he would probably say that he didn't understand the question. So I guess when you go back to it, actually it does look pretty obviously clear that he was not confused. His quote is, I think there will be vaccine that will initially be available sometime between November and December, but very limited supply, and it will have to be prioritized. If you're asking me when is it going to be generally available to the American public so we can begin to take advantage of vaccine to get back our regular life, I think we're probably looking at late second quarter, third quarter of 2021. It says, Redfield also told lawmakers that face masks could be more effective in protecting against the virus than a vaccine because if a person does not get an immune response from a vaccine, it will not protect them from the virus. It says, in a series of tweets shortly following conclusion of Trump's press conference, Redfield appeared to attempt to clarify his remarks on masks. I 100% believe in the importance of vaccines and the importance of particular COVID-19 vaccine. A COVID-19 vaccine is a thing that will get Americans back to normal everyday life. The best defense we currently have against the virus are the important mitigation efforts of wearing a mask, washing your hands, social distancing, and being careful about crowds. And so what Trump is trying to do, basically, is that what he's trying to do at this point is he's trying to speed this vaccine. He's trying to fast track this vaccine and get it out ASAP. And it's actually kind of scary because what that ends up doing is you're fudging the process and you're making it more dangerous. Vaccines have issues. It's not just going to be a magic thing where it's just perfect right off the bat. That's not really how it works. And so the fact that he's sort of fudging this, he's skimping around the rules and how you're supposed to go with the due diligence that you're supposed to do, that's actually really scary, okay? There is no chance that there's a public mass available vaccine before the election hits. We're literally, we're at what, like 6 weeks out from the election at this point? We are not far out from the election at all. And so he's trying to hinge on this as his last stand, which is really scary, again, because it could be really dangerous. And he's doing it for political expediency. This seems to be his last stand. And it is definitely a really bad look and kind of, I mean, just imagine, the CDC director says something, like an actual expert says something. Donald Trump, who has no expertise in any of this stuff whatsoever, is basically, trying to override him, or trying to be like, no, he was wrong. I have the right information, not that director of the CDC, which is just, it's laughable and it's just, but it's absolutely insane.